Evening all, Louise here from Straighten Your Crown Tarot. Thanks for coming. I've picked up one hell of a lot of new subscribers, so having that little beginning piece on the video I did the day before yesterday has clearly helped. Some people have remained subscribed, some people have been unsubscribed, not of their own volition, but that there is a bit of a glitch, and I know I've picked up a lot of new subscribers, so thank you to all of you. Those who die hard, Straighten Your Crown massive, thank you for staying with me, and for the new ones, thank you for being here. Right, before I start, I do have some thank yous. So first of all, Christine from Matlock has sent me these two beautiful crystals. This is brown agate, a very good earthing stone. It's an egg shape. I'm going to attempt to put it on my selenite to charge it, but Christine, I will look after it, and I will try and find a little stand somewhere on Amazon or something to display it properly. And she also sent me this milky quartz, which is quite beautiful because you can see the citrine inclusions, and off the top of my head I've forgotten the blue inclusions in that, but it's very beautiful, and I will find a little stand on Amazon for that also. An anonymous person, and I'll keep your note as well, Christine, because that handwriting is beautiful. Anonymous person has sent me the Green Witch Oracle deck. Now, I received that yesterday, so I'm going to work with that one today. I've had a quick flick through. They've all been shuffled and everything. I've just put them back in the box for now, so that you can see what it looks like. But I'm getting those out now. Like I say, they've been cleansed and everything. I just put them back in the box so that you could see the box. And Tina has sent me the Angels and Ancestors Pocket Oracle by Kyle Gray, and she also sent some cat treats from my Amazon wish list. And Sybil and George, both black cats, say thank you very much. She's not here at the moment. She's been fighting again. I don't know, her eyebrows look a right mess, but there you go. That's Sybil. I do have a confession to make. Humphrey, my rescue pug, likes a bit of card, and this particular card in this deck has got Humphrey teeth marks in it, because as I was shuffling I dropped one on the floor, didn't realise, and Humphrey's had a little taste of it. But it's not going to stop me using them. I will use those tomorrow, and to remind me to use them tomorrow, I will put them just there. I keep all names, all letters, I keep them all so that I can always remember the names of the people that have been generous enough to give me, send me gifts. Right, this reading. Right, I was going to do a reading about the Labour Party and the losses that they are likely to incur, and who they're going to likely to be losing out to on Thursday in those areas that are still allowed to vote. But today, when I woke up, I had this urge, if you like, to read on Jess Phillips. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jess Phillips is a Birmingham Labour minister who was heckled when she won her seat narrowly in the general election. She's always been a safeguarding women and girls, women's rights, that kind of thing, right from day dot. But she sort of came across as a traitor not so long ago when she refused to hold a public inquiry into the rape gangs. And then Yvette Cooper said they were going to do 5, and then she came back, and then Jess Phillips came back and said they're no longer doing 5 inquiries into 5 areas anymore. And today, Jess Phillips has stood up and admitted that everybody in that House of Commons is well aware of the cover-up. She's well aware that there is cover-ups, but is still not committing to a public inquiry. So, and this is the reason why when April's revenue comes in, which will be at the end of May, I will be sending that on our behalf to the Rupert Lowe's Grooming Gang fundraiser. Now, I don't know how much he's on at the moment. Last time I looked, he was almost at 600,000. But I am going to be sending that money, however much it is. It's not as much as last month, but it is a fair, substantial amount of money from a tiny little YouTube channel. So I want to look at Jess Phillips, because I actually do, in my meditation, I did find what I was getting from that is that Jess Phillips is in danger. And I don't mean danger of losing a seat, because she isn't. I mean in physical danger. So, well, let's go. So I'm going to do an oracle first. A Green Witch's Oracle by Aaron Murphy Hiscock. So let's get one of these then. I did see on X, Chris Philp had stood up. I can't remember what he said. I didn't actually watch it. It was going off in the background and dogs were barking, so I didn't really hear it. But then I saw Jess Phillips stand up, and everything, just as everything went quiet, she was saying she's well aware of the cover-up. She seems incredibly nervy, very, very nervy. She's lost a lot of weight. Well, whether that's deliberate or not, I can't say. But she is scared. I believe she's got extra security, but she's scared. But don't forget, she's slap bang in the middle of a constituency where the majority of the population are not white British. So I'm thinking maybe she possibly is in danger. And I was thinking last time, too many. I was thinking last time that maybe why she was refusing to do it, because she'd lose her seat. I think it's a little bit more sinister than that. And I think, I don't know whether she's scared because she's part of that cover-up, too many, or whether she's scared for her own physical safety. But she was very, very wobbly, very, very wobbly, very, very nervous, although still doing the eye flicking and, you know, the throwing the eyes up and the grins when we're talking about such a serious subject. Not sure whether that's a nervousness. Why would you? They don't want to give me one today, do they? I actually think she's in danger. Come on, wake up. Oh, why do you keep giving me too many? I am a bit cack-handed today, so try again. Whoa! Here we go. That one went flying across the room. Give me a sec. We've got autumn. Autumn. It came in upside down, but I don't know whether there are reverse meanings for this, so give me a sec. I need to find it. Let's have a look. Might take me a while to find it, actually. Oh, autumn, 119. Let's have a look. Autumn is a time to slow down. The high energy of summer's expansion calms and turns to a slower rhythm. There is space for acknowledgement and gratitude as the intense production of the previous season yields a crop. The autumn equinox is a time of balance when the hours of daylight and night are equal. The autumn card reminds you that balance is important, whether it means balancing work with appreciation for the harvest or balancing intake and output of energy. Don't overtax yourself. Remember to refuel in times of hard work. Have you been successful when it comes to balancing your work and personal life? If not, how can you strike a better balance? Well, if this is about Jess Phillips, excuse me. If this is about Jess Phillips, then I would say that she's possibly overdone it on the work front, or she doesn't look like she's sleeping to me, but I don't know whether that's just me. But I am picking up very much that there's fear in those eyes. She always used to be really self-assured and sure-footed and very confident, but that's gone. That spark's gone. And I don't know if she's being bullied by her own party, whether she's being bullied by her constituents, whether she's frightened for her position, whether she's frightened of being found out, whether she knows whether she's been part of the cover-up. I've no idea, but something isn't right with Jess Phillips. I don't particularly like the woman at all, but she has worked in the past very hard on issues to do with sexual exploitation, but she's falling seriously short since Labour got into power, and it feels off. Right, Jess Phillips, what's the situation with Jess, please? Magician. The Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. The Chariot. Right. This magician, I always say it, holds all the cards, all the suits, the wands, so the inspiration, the emotional intelligence, the intellect, and the wherewithal, the material possessions in order to do whatever the magician needs to do to manifest. This is not now. This is sort of worked really, really hard. She's working. She's not even. I don't think she is working class. I think she's come from. Although she's got a very thick Brummie accent, I do think that she's not sort of like factory working class. I think she's sort of comes from a middle class family. But you can always correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. She's had the start. She's had everything she's needed in order to succeed. And she's worked very, very hard, leading to the time where it's time to pick your harvest. In other words, she's had a good start in life, and she's also worked hard to get where she is currently in government. Once in government, she's battling to stay in position. Now, I don't know whether these ones coming at her are from within her own party or from outside of her own party. But I'm feeling very much like it's within her own party. It feels like her days within the Labour Party are numbered. And it feels like the only reason she's actually admitted that everybody in the Houses of Parliament, don't matter what colour you are, I'm talking about party, no matter what colour party, they all knew it'd been heavily covered up. She's now determined to just come out with it. It makes me think she's in now a precarious position within the party because she's gone, right, I'm getting hit from all sides, fuck it, I'm going to come out with it. I'm just going to say it like it is. But she doesn't have the power. She doesn't have the power to sanction a public inquiry. But it's like Now, I don't hero worship anybody, and I'm certainly not hero worshipping Jess Phillips, but I don't like the woman. But it feels like she's at the point in her position right now, as it stands within the Labour Party, so pissed off with the Labour Party that she's, when you've lost, so you don't watch your P's and Q's anymore and just think, fuck it, I'm just going to say it like it is. This is what these two cards are saying to me. And I think this admission of always knowing that there'd been a cover-up, might be her losing her position, both as a member of Parliament down the line, but also as the position she's got right now within Parliament. Jess Phillips will probably, she already knows she's going to lose her MP's position come the next election because she narrowly won her seat from a pro-Gaza, which is where Labour's going right now. Labour are going to hemorrhage seats. This is what I'm getting through. They're going to hemorrhage seats to the people they've protected. So these independent MPs are now coming out of the Labour Party and going independent or all pro-Gaza. Labour are going to lose a lot of seats to those, but I'm feeling they're going to lose also seats to the people that you wouldn't necessarily expect. And I'm not talking Reform. They will lose seats to Reform, but they seem to going to be losing a lot of seats to the Greens and that horrible person Ed Davey, the Lib Dems. She knows she's going to. She knows she's losing. She knows her days are numbered. So she's going, right, I'm going to move forward. I've made this my life's work. I'm not keeping quiet anymore. It's not getting me anywhere. I've got no future in politics as it stands. I'm done with it because I'm not going to continue. No one's going to continue with this. I might as well say what I'm going to say. And this is what this feels like. A very brave move. She's gone from very good beginnings to getting her mojo back, but in between times, she's had a very narrow glimpse of success, but she's having to fight to stay in that position, and I think she's just about had enough of the fight. Does that make sense? Right. Then she's got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. She's got the Death card. And she has the Sun. Right. So with this Magician and this working really, really hard, juggling family, politics, the mission that she's had in life to safeguarding minister or whatever it is, this is leading to her no longer having to juggle, keep all the plates in the air, and track that there's no balance. This has come to the this has two meanings. With all this hard work, she hasn't been able to strike a good balance in her life, personal life. But this is also in terms of her career. It's not a balanced career. She can't keep all the plates up in the air. She's burnt out. So then we've got the two sevens together. Worked hard. She's got a position. She's now fighting everybody. She's been got at from all sides, and she's going to put an end to it. So when I said she's gone, fuck it, I'm going to say it like it is because I ain't got long left anyway. As a Labour MP, as a constituency MP, as a member of the cabinet, there's not long left to go. We've lost. She can see they've lost. She's putting an end to that. She's going to stop fighting as an MP. But still determined to carry on with her, what she's passionate about, safeguarding young children, young girls, young women, and women from domestic violence. And I'm seeing her being more successful in some sort of corporation, some sort of non-government organisation, some charity or another that spearheads the prevention of child sexual exploitation and the exploitation of women. She's going to come out of the Labour Party. I think it's initially, she knows she's going to be forced out. I think she's jumping before she's pushed. I don't mean this is going to happen tomorrow or next week, but this is the trajectory she's moving down. She already knows as an MP she's finished, and she looks scared. So I want to know, is Jess Phillips in danger? Physically, is she in physical danger right now? She's got the Hanged Man. The King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So I don't think she is. At this moment, we've got the Two of Pentacles. The lack of balance. She's ending this situation. She's putting an end to this situation because she thinks it's time that the issue at hand is seen from a different perspective. This is sacrifice. She's going to sacrifice her own career as an MP, as a politician. So, see, this is also, now we've got death with sacrifice. But I'm not seeing that as a physical thing. I'm not feeling it as a physical thing. I'm seeing she is sacrificing her career as an MP in order to move on in life. Because she's just put a massive bombshell out there, and that could well be her on a hit list of some description. Then we've got death, endings. Death always signals a new beginning with the sun, ending something and ending the facade, ending the lies in order for truth to come out. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. I think this is her attempt at ending the what's the word? She wants to end the bullshit. She wants the truth to come out. She wants a spotlight to be shone on this particular thing. And this King of Swords is telling me she's going to receive a contract. Some lawyers are involved, possibly even the police, but there's some sort of contract, there's some sort of new venture for Jess Phillips. It's got something to do with the law, what's right. But I was right. She is running scared because she knows it's the end of her career, and she's known that for some time, at least since July, but I would say before, because she was barracked really badly. She knows that the Labour Party are stuffed, and the Labour Party, let me tell you, are stuffed. It's just that it's not happening quick enough for us. So no, she's not in danger. Right now she isn't in danger. She's not in danger, physical danger, but she is going to lose a job. But before she loses a job, she's going to highlight something. And she's going to sacrifice her own job in order to highlight something that needs to come out. with the help of somebody, either a politician or a group of politicians, or even somebody who was a politician that was a lawyer beforehand or whatever. But she's going to do that with the help of somebody else. When she does that, it is going to bring about a new opportunity of work. So I think Jess Phillips is not in physical danger, but she's incredibly nervous about coming out and saying what's true, what's really happened. But she's got to say it. She's got to be determined to say it. Once it's out there, knowing that she's sacrificing her job, her entire life's work as an MP. But she is genuinely concerned about these kids and women's safety. She doesn't come across like that when you see her smirking and throwing her eyes up, but she's been subdued quite a lot since she came into the cabinet, and that's all because of votes. And she's had enough, because she knows that the community that she serves as an MP don't give a stuff about her. So why should she protect them? That's what I'm feeling from Jess Phillips. She's not a heroine. Wouldn't ever hero worship the woman. If this is all what happens with Jess Phillips, then I've got a lot of respect for it, but I wouldn't trust her. As far as I could throw her, even. I still wouldn't trust her, but she's something she's allowing to come out. Whether that's the revelation that the whole of Parliament knew that the grooming rape gangs were being covered up, I don't know, but that's your Jess Phillips reading. Right, I'm going to go and have a bath and get my arse in bed. So I won't be in the live chat tonight, guys, because I am up at 4:30 and I have had a really bad day today. But you've cheered me up with all the beautiful prizes, all the beautiful gifts that I've had from you all today and yesterday, and I so appreciate it. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate your likes, your engagement, sitting through all the incontinence pads, adverts, and all the other stuff that's like not really relevant to the channel. And I always look forward to the live chats, but I just can't do it tonight, guys. I'm tired. So I will see you on the morrow. Take care. Ta-ra!